You will start seeing pages like this, and these are the review questions. What I'm going to do is go through this page with you, and when you are working on them, I would suggest you show work. If you don't, that's fine. I'm grading off of answers. However, if you miss some, then and you only put your answers, I can't figure out where you missed them from. So when y equals 35 and x equals 2.5, if the value of y varies directly, anytime I see varies directly, I'm going to go y over x equals y over x. What is the likely value of y when the value of x is 3.25? So if I have this y over x equals y over x, it automatically shows me that I put 35 over 2.5. And what I did is I changed this to a decimal automatically. And it says, what is the value of y? So I need y over 3.25. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm going to, and so when I set up the cross multiplication, I go 35 times 3.25 equals 2.5y. I multiply. Then I divide by 2.5 and I end up with 45.5. So this is based off of varies directly. Okay, number 2. First of all, if you're looking at this, you should pay attention that what shape this is. And this is a right triangle. And anytime you have the word, anytime you have a picture of a right triangle, that should tip off that you might be using Pythagorean theorem. Okay, a side view of a recycling lid is diagram below, where two panels come together at a right angle. There confirms it again. Given this information, how wide is the recycling bin in inches? So it's asking for the width, which is here. So it's having legs. And so I'm going to do 24 squared plus 45 squared. And remember, because we have the legs, we're adding. And we're going to put that into the calculator, and we're going to get, when we put that into the calculator, we get 51. When you are gridding these, always grid the sign, okay? And then 51, and so you're gridding the 50 and the 1, and that's all you actually need to grid. You do not have to add the zeros. Okay, number 3. This goes back to the very beginning of the year when we're estimating square roots. I'm going to write down that my square root of 27, so my square root of 27 is between the perfect square of 36 and the perfect square of 25. And the perfect square of 25 is 5, and the perfect square of 36 is 6. It needs to be between 5 and 6. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate some of mine. This is between 4 and 5, it goes away. This is bigger than 7, it goes away. Now what I can do is I can look at this and I say, 27 is closer to 5 than closer to 6. This one is closer to 5 than closer to 6. So your answer is G. And of course, my puppy wants attention. Jorge deposited $5,000 into an account, and that pays 3% compound annual interest. If no additional deposits or withdrawals are made, which of the following is closest to the total amount of interest Jorge's account will earn at the end of the year? Okay, so this says, and I wrote this, topic has not been covered. See if you can pick out the keywords on the formula chart. So if you looked at our chart, it's not on linear, not on circumference, not on area, surface area, volume. Additional information you have down here, simple interest and compound interest. Okay, so this A is for all, P is for the money you put in, R is for the rate, and T is for the time. So because this said compound annual interest, you're going to write A equals P times 1 plus R to the T. Okay? Then what's going, and this A stands for all. So the principal is 5,000. So it is, I'm going to write it here, 5,000 times 1 plus the rate, but that 3% has to be written as 0.03, and the time is 4. Okay? So I'm going to put that into my calculator, and you're going to need to know how to do to the fourth, and use, it's a caret, or just multiply that by 4. Multiply that 4 times, sorry. 5,000 times 1.03 to the fourth gives me 5,627.54, but this is all, and it just wants the interest. So if you subtract the all from your initial, then it's this one. And that's going to actually be the next unit after scatter plots. But if they show up, attempt them. And if you have questions, do office hours. Quadrilateral is dilated. Dilated means multiply. About the origin to make quadrilateral A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. So here I have quadrilateral, and it goes to bigger quadrilateral. Side lengths and the corresponding side lengths of can best be described as. Okay. If it got bigger, are they equivalent? No. If they got bigger and they're not equivalent, are they congruent? No, because congruent and equivalent are synonyms. Side length. This side length is perpendicular to that side length. No, it's actually parallel. We're here, so proportional. And remember, we used to say new over old equals new over old, which is the definition of proportional, so your answer is F. When you come to the questions that are multiple choice, you don't have to show work, but it would be better if you did show work, so if you missed them, I could help you with your misunderstanding. And this concludes your scatter plot introductory lesson.